So the bee gives many things to the human apart from this symbolism, apart from this model, role model. They also give the sting. You are saying the sting. This is not good. And you are right. For some people it is very, very dangerous. It is in fact fatal for some people. Some people have the allergic reaction and they have to have an antidote to this. But for other people who do not have the allergic reaction, the sting can be very beneficial. We will look at arthritis, rheumatism. Many people in the olden days used bee stings for this. And there is now, it is called an old wives' tale to use bee stings. You sting where your joint is painful. Why would you do this? Because the sting is painful, the joint is painful, and then you add pain to make the sting. Well, what happens is, with things like arthritis and other illnesses that have, shall we say, an immune system component, the immune system has either turned off or it is turned on, but it cannot turn off. So what the sting does, it is like a shock, like an electric current. The sting goes in, and then the immune system will either say, what is that? I must get to work. Or it will say, what is that? And it will stop, because it must think, what is that? So the bee sting is very beneficial for certain parts, certain ailments of the body, one of them being arthritis and rheumatism. Of course, not everybody wishes to be stung, and there are, of course, other remedies that you can use. But the bee sting is one of the things that the bee gives us. Now, what is most amazing about the bee sting? Yes, it gives the shock. So the immune system, it comes into life or it stops. But let us think even further. What happens when the bee stings? It dies. It gives its life. And everybody knows, through all of the ages, when one creature gives its life, whether this be a human or an animal, to aid or save another creature, whether this be animal or human, it is the greatest gift. To give up your life for another is the greatest gift. It is an honor. So the bee sting, when you are stung like this for your ailment, you are not just getting this benefit of the immune system, having to make a judgment, but you are also getting ultimate love, ultimate charity, ultimate gift, the ultimate gift of life. Well, then you might say, well, but I am making the bee sting me. The bee is stinging me not because it loves me, but because it is protecting himself, the bee. But if you think about the fact that the bee, when it stings, it dies. Simple as that. So then you must think, well, how did that happen? How did it happen, in evolutionary terms, that the bee would have a sting, but if it used it, it died? So then you must think back to the consciousness of the bee, and the bee's job, the bee's purpose. And then we go back to what we were talking about originally about bees, and what they represent, the symbolism for the human. So in this situation, they have embodied their symbolism. They have embodied their symbolism of purpose and activity and joy and hope. And they pass this on to the human. It's very beautiful.